What's up, Nature Freaks?
What's going on, Nature Freaks?
Dave and Jeremy back again, another Saturday slap in the face. But this slap is going to hurt a little more because we're doing a tribute to Brian Barczyk.
Yeah, now this is not going to be a somber video. We want this to be an uplifting video. So if you guys are going to cry, make it tears of joy, because that's what Brian would want for all of us.
Yeah, now Brian, the leader of the reptile army, a super inspirational guy. Whether you knew him personally or you never even met him, you just seen his videos, maybe you've seen him at the NARBC, the reptile show. The guy was always energetic, positive, despite a lot of negatives that went on in his life and adversities he has overcome.
Yeah, and you know, for us personally, Brian wasn't an influence in the sense that, you know, we were 6-year-old kids when he had Snake Bites TV, and he influenced us to get into reptiles. We were well established in the reptile business, but what Brian has done for us personally, or for at least me, is he's taught me to be a better human being. There is a lot of jealousy in the reptile community, and I'm sure anybody who's in the community, whether you're a breeder or you do shows like us, when you are on top, people want to knock you down. And Brian, as much adversity as he has gotten, he's never said a cross word. At least I've never heard him say anything bad about anybody. He was always smiling, and I'll tell you what, that has taught me as a human being, because we're guilty of it too. I mean, we're humans, and when people try to come at you, you try to defend yourself, and sometimes it gets nasty.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and that's a great point. And that's something that we need to reflect on as a community, that Brian really pushed being together, building each other up. And I feel like as humans, we tend to focus on the negative. All we focus on is, you know, what's wrong. Even if someone does 1,000 amazing things, we find the one thing they've done wrong, and that's what we exploit. And I kind of feel bad for people who have said something negative about Brian. Maybe you made a bad video showing something silly that he's done that you don't agree with, or maybe the ball python thing, right, when you didn't agree with something he was doing there, the spider balls. But still,
doesn't make him a bad person.
Doesn't make him a bad person. No, and now that he will soon be passing away, unfortunately, of cancer, these people can't say they're sorry to his face anymore. No one can. You can't take these negative things back sometimes, and that's how we should be living our life every day. Think about what you are saying and how you are influencing people, because that could be the last time they ever see you or hear from you, and it was bad.
Yeah. And you know, something that I've noticed, a lot of these videos out there are talking about Brian in the past tense, and you know, as far as we know, Brian is still very much with us, and I'm still holding out hope. As crazy as that sounds, I know his health is declined. He's even put out that video saying goodbye to everybody, but you know what? We're going to use Brian is, not Brian was. There's even an online obituary about him. I think that's incredibly disrespectful to him and his family to do that. So, you know, let's be more respectful. And, you know, hopefully when Brian does pass, you know, as sad as that's going to be, you know, let's use his inspiration for the positivity that he's taught us and wanted us to express to everybody in this community, because that's what he wants. That's his legacy to me. Not his aquarium, not the, you know, those are great things, but his legacy that he's leaving on us is not some aquarium that we can visit. It's to be better people. And what better of a message can you have for everyone?
Yeah, so thank you, Brian. Thank you for teaching people not only how to love reptiles, how to start a reptile business, but just period, to be a positive person, to try and ignore the haters and just keep pushing forward and inspiring people, because you have touched a lot of people and you don't even know the ones that you've touched, because there's thousands, probably tens of, even 100,000 around the world who have seen you online. That's the crazy thing about doing videos online. You never know who you're inspiring to not only just get into reptiles, but start a business, to treat people better, to not quit when people turn against you. And these are super important things that are above just, oh, I love reptiles because of Brian. No, he's inspired me, like you said, just to be a better person overall. And, you know, it's a shame that he had to deal with that, but at the same time, I mean, it builds character and it really helps other people.
Yeah, and another thing, guys, if you want to make a difference financially, there's a lot of things that I saw online where you can donate, whether it be to cancer research or to Brian's cause personally. I know his family has set up a few things, or maybe it was friends of his. And I'd like to leave you with this. I watched my mom. I watched her go through the stages of cancer. I lost my mom in 2015, and I literally watched her take her last breath. It's an evil disease. It's terrible, and it's a shame that anyone has to go through it, especially at Brian's age.
Yeah, and so to end it, I'm just going to say, if if there's someone out there that you've been trash talking, you disagree with, instead of making a video about them or talking about them, bring it to them. Talk to them about it. Say, hey, why are you doing these things? Let me better understand, or talk it out, and you might learn something completely different and have a different view on that, or maybe you can help them correct the path that you think that they're going down. Just don't let it go. Don't let that be the legacy you leave, is this negative, nasty way of living, and try and see the positive things in life. It just makes it for a better life. Put on the positive glasses, see the good instead of the bad. Stop being a bad finder.
Yeah, we're not trying to say that we're holier than thou, because we're down in it. We're guilty of it just as much as anybody. But again, Brian has taught us, at least me, that it's never too late to change. It's never too late to be more positive in life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you guys on the next Saturday. Slap in the face.
Yep. We'll see you on the other side, Brian.